can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
好久没玩啦，我就忘记我最后要干嘛了。先来看一下任务好了，太久没解，已经忘记。任务，我看看啊。好，我不要解这个。看起来我们又要跟他见面，我们走吧，就找他。请问我青菜现在不是青菜，说错，我的高丽菜。高丽菜不知道现在够不够。应该够吧？都可以。走，我们去找 Sebastian。
Start with cheesels. I'm assuming they taste kind of like a Cheez-It. Let's see.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Tastes really good. A lot of cheese. A lot of meat. Next we have potato chips. Kind of a cute label, but let's try them. So we've been struggling to get these ones open.
Oh.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
这个是哪里？为什么我又这样卡爆？是只要我实况都这么卡？我看的意思是什么？哦，
Rebellion.
底下也太多蜘蛛了吧！我的天，卡到不行。是一直在吐我吗？啊，到手不能。我觉得它解除限制的那个，哦，干，好恶哦。感觉然是活尸跟那个，然后活尸也不会跑上，刚好底下那一坨还要我降落在那，过分。哦，居然有这么大只都在路边，这是蛮可怕的。 要有烧过就可以了，我觉得一直烧。我已经很久没有用我的古代魔法。
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranlock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Brookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
奇怪，我的衣服本来就是这一件吗？我总觉得我的衣服被换过啊。我记得我是全白的套装啊。对啊，哦，应该是我上次换装的时候换到的。我就记得我应该是全白的，怎么会这样？到达矿场入口，多远了？这沿路都是那个。哦，我看到了。
Revelio. There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
这怎么绕过去？
Revelio.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Patrolling this area is a waste of my time.
其实我觉得整整实话一整片很难实现。
What was that? Not your best moment, I fear.
I've been fighting since before you were born. Not quite.
I'm a cop!
Easily diverted.
That's the best you can do. Are you the right to get it?
Revelio.
我们根本就没有前行的意思，根本就直接干进去。等一下，你不要把他打死啊！但是我觉得那个决
All
斗
of
技
Ranrock's
巧、
loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
那个决斗技巧好像没有什么一定。
Revelio.
10块，穷了。
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
哦，其实刚刚旁边是不是有这种？
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
What I wouldn't give for a cup. Wait a moment. Oh, afraid to fight. Hello?
What's that? Who's there?
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
我好像没办法在任务的过程中回家。
Revelio.
鬼不要。灼热。
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
OK。
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
我想知道他那一条路可以去哪里。如果我之前不是玩高丽菜，我就会想要避开。一个马上提出的尸体。哦，这样绕进来。他每次都把我带来一堆怪物的地方。
For better or for worse, we're in.
诶，
Mine looks like a tomb. Revelio.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Incendio. Revelio.
就我不真想用古代魔法，不过因为刚刚它时间内有限制，就只好赶快把它弄爆。
Revelio.
好像又有解谜了，是不是？
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Quietly now. An intruder! Why have you not run away? Intend to die, do you?
Vegetables in combat. Ridiculous.
No!
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
我不知道刚刚掉下来打，这个怎样爆炸？先打掉。
Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
动你的脑啊！
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
哎，这小只的为什么每次都烧不了？
Revelio.
那矿泉水。又没东西了。
Guardian Leviosa.
唉，塞巴斯蒂安，如果你没有我该怎么办？
Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
嗯，那不要直接滑下去？哎呦，老鼠！
Bombarda. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
我已经很久没有玩让他们直接摔死这个游戏。
We must remain unseen.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Incendio.
啊，这个
Reparo. Revelio.
如果譬如说这些东西被烧坏，它还有办法复修。
Incendio. Revelio.
应该是没有东西。嗯，哦，那里有个箱子。
Incendio.
那我不是有点整全石化的天赋吗？还有什么东西？完了，我是不是忘记卖东西又跑出来了？我剩8格空着。它不是这个。
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
我根本来不及解任务，我的那个人把它咬死。我高丽菜剩4颗了，要省着。哎，要过去了。别条路了吗？现在路可以走，如果下去又要绕回来。这鱼是怎样？
Revelio.
搁浅啦！这鱼 有趣了吧？他们会搁浅吗？
Incendio.
把它打回水里。哎、他这搁浅了，我靠！有，他有了！我救了一只鱼。
Revelio.
Oh my god！ 那也是有路的，看起来没有。那是什么？
Revelio.
我刚不是喝了不少药水，但流又满。
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Heckert would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Hector，
Sendo.
哦，我听到那个。他们怎么跟蜘蛛有？哎呦！对。
Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
什么意思？
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
哇，他就是。
I will make you pay. I won't rest.
哇，蜘蛛跟那个同死。
What are you doing? What is this? Finish me!
We're not finished yet.
哦。哇，人流。
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
Ah, there's that Hufflepuff loyalty you're so well known for.
为什么人家还在？你是中毒了吗？
Revelio.
啊，这一个任务都没解到。
Incendio. Repulsor. Incendio.
Round piece. A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
What the fuck?
Revelio.
它滑下来就没有要让我们可以隐形的意思。
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more room symbols.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio.
这个世界仿佛化作一阵水雾飘回我身边，我失去意识多久了？谁？
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this
Sebastian,
mystery.
I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts
Revelio.
weren't in vain after all. Still,
哦，
something about this place feels odd.
哦，这是那个女生，那是女生研究东西的地方。
Bombarda. Incendio.
看看手拉死你，看你的吧。
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
It's me, high on the ground. It's me.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
把笑上放。
Revelio.
哎，我们跑回，哦，我们跑回来了。
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
该不会是 ominous 吧？
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
啊，
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop.
滚呐！
Unbelievable.
我还要帮他，还要被他骂。
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
哦，果然又要打试炼。啊，回去我的外应室补充一下那个花儿。怎么办？总觉得12颗不是很够用哎。为什么你有那个？为什么你有那个符号？不是你的？为什么会有它？它比那个噔。我刚才跟小猪说，哎，我开台，然后你比他还早进来，我根本也没跟你说，真是失格。看，全部都回神魔药。噔。用完一轮啦，太好了！是我的肥料，还有浴场石。这里面是2只，我几乎都没什么用到。12。我应该要去买个东西，我感觉我身上东西有点多。未辨识，垃圾，我看起来很村姑吗？为什么每次我弟看到我都会吐槽？哦，有一顶不错的帽子，太好了。帽子什么不能用？而且差1而已，才哭啊！想要有露手指。绿色好像有点奇怪，少一点。我把该领的东西领一领，然后调整。它这个是什么东西啊？配方是。耶！我拿到那个了，我看一下。 是头吗？还是脸？对不起。没有，我现在任务是什么？又要去致辞 ！Oh my god！ Hogsmeade， 我们要卡爆！唉，为什么1080？
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
卡！我是很季节会不会影响到我电脑的卡度？或者说冬天要放的东西。
Hello. Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
Okay.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
回去。第任务。这个要去哪里？哪里呀？地图密室。哦，换那个女生教授。我是觉得只要坐在室内都很冷，不知道为什么，比在外面活动还冷。哦，他出现了。我看我要跟他讲。
Welcome back.
我看他要讲话还是把头换回来好了，不然他看不到我。那个帽子真的是没有一顶好看的，我真的是很受不了。我选错头发了，当初。我们还是不要让老师觉得我们奇怪。一定要走。
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
Huh?
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
叫我要偷偷跑进去。校长致辞，他讲话好，他好好。还有一个人是谁啊？
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor
Fig。要让他讲完话，那个地图那个才会出来。我们去找校长，不是找校长，找老师啊。存个档。应该没什么，身上没缺什么东西。好，花那些都满的，可以了。 教授，我来啦！啊，这女的又要干嘛了？
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise.
Oh.
I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf.
Oh.
Now, time is of the essence.
他好几
Drink
年
up
才
and I
能
shall
做出一
explain
罐变
more.
金水，真有趣。不是啊，那个小精灵不会觉得奇怪吗？为什么我主人要跟我要蜜？哦。
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus
居然
far,
要透过小精
unsuccessfully.
灵才能
I
改
see.
变人家的。
But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him we're to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
我记得那时候看了一坨，就是录音的人，就是配音的人，我只记得就是配布莱克那个，就是那个不可能任务里面的那一个。跟汤姆克鲁斯很好的那个，我记得他的配音者是那个矮矮的，可是我忘记他有演过什么戏了。啊，我要用走的哦。我用走的很卡，是不是很想走的？卡了不行。叫我校长。哎 ，Sebastian 哎。
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it
What?
here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
是
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside. When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the...
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a
会
skilled
整他哎，
potioneer.
好好
What?
笑。
But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
变身水有时间限制吗？
Well, there's one for my diary.
校长没有电脑不好啦，校长是为了广告才会这样，不是广告啦，高腰。开直播才会这样，这崩溃。自己玩是不会。
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
怎么会变 Ominate？
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
他没有一
Ah,
开始那么
yes.
讨厌的感觉。
Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
我觉得不要讲那么多话比较好。
Something is very wrong with
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment
到
from
大
the
厅的时
ministry.
候不要到他旁边的演讲台是什么意思？哪里有演讲台？到旁边有演讲台啊？哦，还是我现在哦，好像还没有，我只是为什么他怎么那么可怜啦？你干嘛啊？
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible
他
sometimes.
是不是模仿他
Sir,
模仿的很像？
I have a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
等一下，我也不知道为什么学校这么卡了。
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
他们没有一套可以。
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
或者帮他到处惹人厌，所以他本来应该就很讨人厌。哎，我不应该走这吗？ 怎样？
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
什么意思？这是我当初帮他去禁书去偷，哎，不是偷东西。
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
是怎样？我到底是讨人厌还是不讨人厌？我现在看不出来。过来加啊，卡到不行啊，好可爱哦，有圣诞装饰。
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
为什么我们的分数看起来都很接近？哇
Professor,
Weasley
I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
老师对于这种喝变身水的人，应该要更有警觉心吧？看起来。
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades.
What?
Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Hey.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
我们在讲话的过程中，他已经被打烂了。
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
笑死！在我们讲话过程，他已经被打爆了。你说不要点他旁边的演讲台，他在哪里啊？好像有办法存档。
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
原来，笑死！
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh. But Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
我说要变回来，一
Apologies,
直打
potion's
嗝。
wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's
不会打嗝，好恶
Vic was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
他到底吃了什么部分？哦，接下来又要先过这个才有别的任务。没问题。As 先听不好的消息。靠北，他怎么在外面？对啊，为什么没走？是因为 哦，有了啦，有了啦。我要先过这个还是先过这2个？感觉只是一个 conversation。没有啦，我可以开啊，我可以开2级啊，我是3级不能啊。我已经可以开2了。我只是在想，我要现在就去试店，还是要先过这些东西？先去看这个欧郎学虫啊？什么？好，先祖先。观众说的是。很棒的意思是什么？哪里啊？它最上层。然后，如果我现在才在搭火车的话，还在车上哎。还好我现在已经回家了。等他跑一下。
What are you up to now?
好可怜哦，上面的结论书是这样。校长办公室到底在哪里？我好像没来过这个地方。有叮叮的声音。
Alohomora.
太好了吧，这么幸运！为什么下面没有？
Rebellion.
他们这些肖像都会说话吗？到底是哪里整颠颠颠？
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos.
What? 怎么样一个星星楼梯间？这是什么东西？哦。
Revelio.
这哪里的点？ 哪里？ 好，我这里。
Lumos.
来。冲啊！这边就不会卡，奇怪。那搞到那边都超卡，卡爆那个。哎。
Toujours pure. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
沉睡的校长并不是每一个校长都是。哦，这是历任校长。他叫我安静，不要讲话。
Alohomora.
沿路有太多事情会让我生气。
哦，
好高哦，哦，不舒服。干！他跑到楼上，然后结果要3级组，哦，好高好高，不可能。哦，这里，哎，分类帽。 他平常居然是待在这儿。
Revelio.
啊
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more.
I suspect there will be more to...
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
这个校长的图像还蛮，肖像还蛮那个的，很清楚。 What？ 嗯？发生什么事？我刚刚画面完全跳掉哎。
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
好酷哦！这是什么
The first you will need is a cloak.
Cloak.
Lower Hogsfield needs some stocks after our little visit.
穿过小镇不会发
In
现。
this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
哦，好有趣哦！怎么看起来有点残酷啊？ 我看。
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
不过我现在是可以用法杖的。感到会在那巡逻，我要怎么过去？我没有办法用东西。
I need to time this just right.
这怎么抓啊？啊？
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
这到底是什么鬼事？他干嘛一直寻着啦？哦，好可怕！这风格好奇妙，歌德风。哎呦，吓到我！嗯，你是凉了吗？
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
给，哦，啊！
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
这么多怎么搞啊？我路在哪里？哦。
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
紧啊，紧啊！哦，紧哦！
Nothing this way but more danger. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
What the fuck?
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
为什么这时候要给我魔药啊？什么意思？ 好可怕哦！我打了毒瘾，我怎么过去？他出来了，他们在干嘛
Now's my chance.
你什么都没看到，救命哦
That's way forward.
冲啊！冲啊！哦，神秘斗篷，冲！这是隐身斗篷吗
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
你死在这。嗯。等一下，什么意思？我有隐身斗篷就可以冲过去了吗？嗯？哎，真的。
Can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
嗯？为什么我用魔法隐身没有用？会被发现，但是斗篷就不会。
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
第二个是什么？哦，眼睛这样看好痛。为什么要设计这关卡
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Huh?
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
全世界只有哈利的斗篷可以完全隐身，这是认真的吗？三兄弟又是谁？哎呦，这接骨木是不是？这怎么一节一节的？看起来像节。
I've never felt such power.
Bombarda!
好酷哦！这个风格真的是太神奇了，这是素描啊！而且我只能用这些，是吗？对，看起来是。啊，我不能用高丽菜。哦，等一下，三兄弟是指那个故事，就是最后那个小孩子拿到一件斗篷。 强哦！我好像知道你说的寓言故事。
Revelio.
这里还可以捡宝吗？应该不行了吧？这看不出来。哇，又来了！ 我想知道我能不能放高丽菜，不行，工具人物。更多。我打在谁身上啊？ 以解到第2个，真的是平 A， 我觉得平 A 比较顺。我后面有尽量一直去按那个人啊，没有解到第1个。但我感觉只要多打就可以解完那个决斗了，我好像也没差。平 A 是拿法杖戳人家，我这个啊 no。哇，3怪！好强！我说就算我平 A 也很强。哎，送去哪，大哥？干呐！把人家把我弄到这墙边，我回不去啦。哦，这很北蓝呢。我是整个又要重打，是不是？还是被他撞飞。滚！难怪这难搞。换人打。哦，被包围啦！干！高丽菜玩家哎、欸，为什么3块钱又补回来了？作弊哦！我老师啦！哎、干！我被什么东西电？哎，我这个，他是不是不会电死？我怎么一直打？然后那些死神一直。看你鸟！不要再看着我了。 对他没什么用的感觉。靠！我要解任务。哦，好帅！我翻滚起来再按 Q 也太帅了吧！改，刚讲。我好帅！没有围了啦！我靠！我要惹恼死神！来啊 ！Oh my goodness！ 啊！打一只3怪就很难打了，我还打2只，哇！真的是。这怎么可能6分钟打完？你这搞笑哦！哎，不给我用高力才对。我眼睛好痛哦，这个黑白画面看久了。那个切割的这个很快。再炸一次，我要先把一个弄死。啊，还是我其实不应该一直平 A 的啊，靠腰。感觉这个超强的、啊，我为什么要一直平 A？ 啊 ，CD 直接又走，那一次打9000哎。我是不是有点？啊！对啊。白痴了，那个4号那一号咒语好强，刮过去直接9800哎！我在那边 A 老半天100而已，我脸怎么看起来这么高？我一开始死掉是因为我一直被那个卡住。
Stone. This must be for me.
这是神秘的魔法石吗？哎，不是，这是金字塔，1000年积木。我忘记领我演唱会票。
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
这个试炼真的是石头的哦。
She's gone. Neve's dead.
啊？
poor Neve. Gone so young.
没有啊，他看起来蛮老的。
Neve, why?
May her memory be a treasure to us forever. Oh!
啊？什么意思？
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
好可怕啊！不要这样。你要去哪里？
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
结果这个好眼熟哦，这眼睛掉哦，这眼泪下去就是。
Remember that as you witness my memory.
厨师棚。 我平常太依赖高丽菜了，好累了。为什么我的眼镜不见了？我整个人好丑哦。
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Huh?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop.
他吸他的痛苦。
All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
他应该比他大吧，年纪。我不喜欢这个女生，我真的觉得。哦，还好直接回来了。哦，这个试炼是还蛮有趣的。对，请问老师们呢 ？Where is the 教授？哎呦，哦，最后一位。
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora
为什么他
inhaling
不是
painful
问刚刚
emotions?
那个女教
She
授
was.
本人，而是问这个？
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power.
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
传说中的英雄，这些老师真搞笑呢。啊，你不要告诉我，就不要告诉我、啊，等着那个哥布林直接把巫师世界毁灭，随便你们，令人愤怒。要人家帮忙，还在那边搞不清楚事情的东西，你就一群死人。敲诈一点，你想干什么坏事啊？哪里啊？什么 ？Hogsmeade。刚刚没有拿到什么东西。
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Professor Whiskey。哎，他有信，但是他没有讲话，什么意思？我在哪找最新的信件 ？Whiskey 在哪里？Dick 告诉我有个关于凤凰的经历，想要跟你分享，但你有计划什么？我都不知道有谁写信来啊，白痴啊！我没有要点天赋，暂时不想点。自己去找啦，滚啊！一群令人愤怒的家伙。
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Alohomora.
宝宝好可爱啊，好多圣诞树装饰。哎啊，我刚刚把它解锁，然后我就走掉，是什么意思？忘记过去。
Revelio.
噔噔噔噔噔。冲啊！嗯？楼上吗？
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles, and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No. I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful.
她没有帮忙救她老公哦。
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
奇怪啊，那个警官也没有。
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
那个辛格警官也不愿意接受他们的那个证据吧？到时候又要跟他妈讲，那他们现在是要把东西给谁？要怎么指控那个哈尔？
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
Revelio.
Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
哎，找反兵，冲啊！冲啊！
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow, as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
不给传送，又要我累个的跑过去。可惜哦。你最好是做了比我还要更多的事哦，哦，我又要生气了。你在学校见面就不会这样。
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
那我会在那遇到哈罗。感觉不太妙。他可能要被抓去当黑女。
Natty must be around here somewhere.
怎样？被丢到水里了吗
？Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Velio will show me where she was taken.
哦，他被抓走了。
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
我靠！他说他是最有名的。
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
被抓进去。
footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. The hidden door. Revelio.
在不被发现的情况下找到那里，找到。
Hattie must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
选用那我一定要找到啊 ！Challenge accepted.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
我猜我现在存档也没用啊，因为等下任务结束我还是会重来。已经8点25分了。哦，你是不是觉得黑人不会有人救他？好高优啊！我种错树了，丢橄榄丢错。是的。Show yourself.
What was that? Can't hide from me.
哦，这个人有名字。
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
他还没吹口哨。哦，其实我可以潜行过来。楼上还有人。该拿的就是要拿一拿。
Hey. I know. I've had enough of self-profit, and I never have to see it again. Got my eye on a few nearby houses. Very more dangerous than they Hey! What's that? Did you hear that?
为什么高丽菜有时候都不会攻击啊？很麻烦他很气耶。等一下哦，他在害我浪费了好多那个。吐他！为什么？有啦，奇怪，那刚刚怎么都不吐，莫名其妙。
Revelia.
Oi. Better not be anyone there. I'm in no mood for killing.
Is that someone over there? Someone's here. I sense it. Ugh.
这洗澡也洗太快了。你对我来说就跟抱上压一样，我爱你如同我爱插围拳。哦，这是他们的情书。
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
我记得刚里面有一个人。废墟，这边应该都清空了啦，我可以好好的探索。我就是这么 baby。那种钱到处放。哎，这又是他们的那个信。
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
啊？他说希望我回他哎，但我就不给他就好了吧，反正放在我这边应该也是蛮安全。那要是不战斗的情况下，有办法前行吗？看起来就超难。哦，找到那题了。哎，怎么这样的？老鼠在带路。哎，我怎么跑上来？哎，选魔药，还有魔药少。
That he must be here somewhere.
我就这样直接冲进来。
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
哦，是黑人跟
Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
他可以感应，然后我就为他感应去
Some
找。
I want. It must be brought by something.
啊，这个没用的人。找到并归还，所以是在这个区域。哎，嗯。
My wand is somewhere in this room.
Mr. Abe's wand could be in there. Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
这么简单。
Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a
看
curse
你
will
坏
react
掉
to
魔
being
杖会
broken.
比我借你好的用还要好吗？好了，看起来是有点用处，开个门子。
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio.
我应该3个任务都有成功解到吧？
Go lightly. Be as a shadow.
不错，我把这一怪清空了，不是吗？嗯？哎呦，可以救他吗？看来是救不了。我刚刚3个任务应该都有成功的解到。
Revelio.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
你就觉得他会帮你？哦，就是。
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer,
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders. I must insist that you leave them to us. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
我感觉惹到那个警官了。啊，Sebastian 又在烦，刚刚骂人家在那边。但你就不要跟我吵架。标签？是哦。应该是之前的啦。我想要先去卖个东西。我一直都没改吗？我知道啊，我知道你在讲什么。啊，不能用啊！它都很不适合再套一个那个，很怪。你就在乱讲话，没关系。
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. 我没有看到我有标签是那个啦。I hope to see you again. Farewell for now. 回家，回家拿高丽菜。哎呦！
噔噔噔噔噔噔。
Deke has some exciting news to share.
我想我这个可能要把它收掉了，因为我好像用不太到里面这一图啊。我要再挤一个大盆的食人花盆，大盆的，就上次玩的那个啊，控制啊，Ctrl 就是 Ctrl 是控制。this， 哦，对，没错，换个颜色，好像都是用什么蓝色。我在对齐的。看起来有。Okay.
Deke has some exciting news to share. 终于拿到一些特别的魔药了。还有1分钟。这我有一个东西变识，哦，83、86下降。秒点天赋，库存，是什么？干嘛啦？知道啦。烦死了。啊。先这样吧，我玩了2个半小时，快3个小时了。
先这样咯。然后你回来就没有台了。Good night。晚点再看看会不会开啦，打完喽之类的。